Men, what are some questions you've always wanted to ask women but were too embarrassed? How and how often do girls masturbate? Yes, we girls do give pleasure to ourselves by rubbing, fingering, and using some of our toys. I do it 3 times a week or more if I feel like it. Does penis size actually matter to y'all? It's like boob size. A vocal minority cares a lot. The rest is just happy with what is there. I really want to know, does the first time having sex actually hurt? I'm a guy that always wanted to know. Yes, it did. I felt it for a few days after, but it doesn't hurt for all women, so the true answer is that it depends. How the hell do you fart without making a sound? Pull butt cheeks apart. Do you ever envision 2 guys kissing or have the fantasy of having sex with multiple guys at the same time? 2 guys kissing, no. Sex with multiple guys, yes. When a guy wears a condom, does it feel like a dildo? Besides the protection, do y'all enjoy sex with a condom as much as sex without it? Doesn't feel fake, but also not quite as good as without a condom. Like imagine a sliding scale with a penis at one end and dildo at the other. Penis with condom is probably not quite at the halfway point, still on the penis side of the scale. What is the most random thing you've ever put in your vagina? Drugs. Do you really like it when men roll up their sleeves? Yes, can't really tell you why. Something about the forearms. It's important to note that it's a phenomenon specific to having long sleeves that are rolled up. A shirt with 3/4 sleeves does not produce the same effect. I think it might be linked to giving the appearance that you're ready to knuckle down and work even though you aren't dressed for it. I don't know. Does it appear weird that I have pads and stuff ready even though I don't need any? My mother once said that would be very nice when I have people over and periods just happens. I agreed to that thought, so I have some in the bathroom. Nah, that might be a lifesaver. Can you cover your urethral hole with your finger and direct the concentrated spray, like with a tap? Tested. Result. No, you just get piss on your finger. Observation. It drips down your finger, then your hand is just warm and smells like piss. Conclusion. I don't recommend trying, but if someone has a better outcome, we can compile our research. If bras give support, then why does it feel good when you take them off? Would it feel good to never wear a bra? It's like taking off a backpack after a long walk, or taking off your belt after a meal. It's okay not wearing one, but running or walking downstairs is awkward and people stare at your nipples. Plus, boobs all look different and it's easy to be self-conscious about them if they're even slightly different to the ones on all the models. Bras fix that, and you can hide stuff in them. How do you do the math and physics for when you pee outside? Some of my female friends took postures straight out of a yoga book and never made a mess. Squat making sure your feet are not downhill or in any low points. Pee. Would you like to build Lego Star Wars sets with me? Damn, you must be rich. What's the deal with peeing together? Safety in numbers. Also, we like to reapply makeup or have a little gossip by ourselves. Sometimes it's just nice to go with someone else and continue whatever conversation you were previously having. What's the most neutral and comfortable to start a conversation? Maybe at a bar, without being too shy or too aggressive or rude. For me, commenting on what's going on around us, if you tried the cocktails before and want to share opinions, if there's a game on and I'm looking up at the TV, if there's a couple on a first date nearby, whatever. The really important thing is to get a good read on if the response is polite versus engaged. If I give you a yeah with nothing else, stop trying. LOL, even if I smiled or whatever. I always assumed periods were a constant stream of blood, like a cut, as another Redditor put it. Apparently this is wrong, so how does it work? Small gushes? Imagine you've got some runny jam that has a few bits of strawberry. Put it in a funnel and move it around. How do many of you have such nice skin? I want to be silky smooth too. Your username I ate your skin makes this question concerning. How can you walk on those 10 feet tall high heels and not break your ankles? Some of us absolutely cannot. How do you live without deep pockets in your pants? It's horrible and it makes us sad. And we have to spend money on handbags. What is the obsession with murder? The whole serial killer book podcast industry seems largely female-oriented. Ironically, many females I know who love this stuff also hate fake violence in fictional movies. I'm taking notes so I don't make the mistakes they made that got them caught. Honestly though, it's a combination of the psychological aspect. Why did they do it? What was going on in their head? What made them the way they are? And the forensic investigation side of things. I also know some women who watch them in part to learn in some way how not to be the victim of crimes like those featured. Do women play with their own breasts out of boredom, like randomly squeeze them? Absolutely. Sometimes if you just hold them, it's comfy. Other than the obvious, lying, cheating, rude to you or your friends, what's the quickest way for your SO or someone you're interested in to lose your respect? How they act towards strangers and animals. Not respecting women. I'll be interested in a guy and he says something like, "Women only say they're assaulted to be famous. Girls that wear makeup are whores, blah blah blah." How much do appearances count compared to personality when it comes to being asked out? Me and my friends always joke about how medium guys go to hot when you start liking their personality. This might mean it'll take more time to get a girl there, but just think how ugly a beautiful person becomes when you hate their personality. It works the opposite way as well. As far as I can tell, leggings are one of the most universal, flexible pieces of clothing a woman can wear and still remain as casual as jeans, but as comfy as PJs. Yet you always manage to look hella good regardless of what top you pair with leggings. What the fuck do you wear with leggings? How do you always seem to pair it correctly? Correctly being it never looks like something you wouldn't pair with it. Leggings are super versatile and actually come in a bunch of different styles. I like to balance leggings, which are of course tight to the body, with looser and flowy tops or even dresses, and if I wear baggy sweats or flowy pants, I'll do a tighter top. I like that balance. How do you shampoo long hair? I've always had short hair, so lather and rinse is pretty easy. But with long hair, I feel like it would get complicated quickly. With shampoo, you basically get used to massaging it directly on your scalp, and the rest of your hair kinda rinses out along with any dirt as you wash away the shampoo. You focus on your scalp because that's where things get greasy, and you don't want the bottoms of your hair to get too dry. This is why you also focus the conditioner towards the ends of your hair. What should I do to not make you feel threatened when I walk behind you at night? Cross the street? Try not to walk fast and definitely not directly behind us. Crossing the street sounds like a safe bet in any situation. It'd also help if you took out your phone to play some game or call someone to chat. Show you're casual and not a threat. When you are really upset, how would you like your partner to respond or comfort you? Be empathetic, hold her if she's comfortable with that, listen and ask if she wants your advice. If she doesn't, just be a good listener and don't make her feel like she's to blame or that her feelings aren't valid. I've heard what not to do on a date mostly, but what are the top things a guy can do on a date, without coming off as awkward or weird? Your looks will count for a little more in the beginning because I don't know you very well, but if you come across as decent, charming, and confident, looks start to fade into the background. My husband is never going to win any Hawkeye awards. He's a bit overweight, going gray, wears glasses, and has more hair on his back than on his head. But I immediately fell in love with his personality. He's everything I've ever wanted in a man on the inside, so I honestly don't care what the outside looks like. How are most of you not bald? I swear I can make a Muppet with the amount of hair my partner and female friends seamlessly dump all over the house. Why the hell am I pulling a 2-foot long hair out of my ass crack, Lamau? Women's hair thins with age too, and some do actually experience a degree of baldness. More women than you realize are wearing toppers, extensions, or wigs. Women losing their hair is way less socially acceptable than men losing theirs. So those who suffer from hair loss tend to go to great lengths to hide it, in a similar way to how we are so secretive about how much hair grows everywhere else on our bodies. How the F they have a baby pop out of their vag and still want more kids? Like, ain't that shit painful? The thing is, once my period passes, I usually forget how bad the cramps were until I have them again. I know that they were bad, but I do not remember the pain. I think the same goes to childbirth too. I'm not really sure. I just think it works this way. How do I differentiate between a woman flirting with me and just complimenting me? If she's at work, just assume she's not flirting. She might be, but it's way more likely that she's not, and it's just too messy and awkward. So don't hit on Batistas or bartenders or cashiers. I know that not all women are like this, but some of you will drop really subtle hints that you like us, and all I can say is, I'm too stupid for hints. Why do you do this? It's to gauge whether you like us back. No one wants to be rejected, so gotta go carefully. Is there really a couch in the ladies' room? It depends. In some nicer places or old school department stores or churches, women sometimes use them to sit and breastfeed their babies. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, press the like button, and guys, write in the comments what questions you always wanted to ask the girls.